this gorgeous chartreuse shade, which is called Electric Slide. You can feel it, it's electric, boogie woogie woogie woogie. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. What do you think of my new hair? I know in my last video I shared with you that I had tried out some hair makeup from Curlsmith, this cool little color gel. It's temporary, it washes out in one wash, and I can vouch, it does wash out in one wash. I washed my hair today, but I wanted to try using it a little differently this time, so I went for like a money piece placement, you know, when you just do like the front two tendrils, and I did try to fluff in a little bit down here. I don't know how well you can see it, but I love the little two red tendrils here. I think they're so cute, and I also used a lot less gel this time, so my hair feels nice and soft. It doesn't feel crunchy at all. And this hair makeup is just so fun. I can't wait to go back and get some more colors. I want to do the blue next. I think the blue would be super fun, but that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video to see yet another cute fun hairstyle. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in the new launch from About Face Beauty. Oops, I dropped some already. So About Face's latest launch is longwear gel eyeliners and also some eyebrow pencils, which is super exciting. And this is technically a collaboration between About Face and Wildflower phone cases. So they also came out with the phone case, which is literally so beautiful. You can't tell, but it's like fabric. Like it has like the plastic over it, but it's clearly made from like fabric, and it's so cool. Very much fits the vibe of About Face, and this is technically their eye forking collection. No, it's not actually forking, but I'm not trying to get my video to be demonetized. But yeah, congratulations to Wildflower and About Face on a really cool collab. I know I haven't tried it yet, but the phone case I'm already a huge fan of, so shout out to Wildflower cases. This is awesome. I was sent this in PR, but I have no obligation to post whatsoever. You guys know me, I love eyeliners, I love eyebrows. It just made sense for me to talk to you about it. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you and you want to see me try the new About Face eye forking collection, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching because it's coming at you right now. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair back in a headband now that I've showed you my cute new hairstyle and zoom you in because we're starting with brows. So I did already go ahead in with my ColourPop Clear Feather Brow Wax. It really keeps my brows slicked down, and I like that in the wax versus the soap you don't end up with as many like white spots. Like sometimes the soap can make it look a little white even though it's clear. This is not a review on this, but I'm just letting you know this is what I'm wearing. I wanted to apply it like 10 minutes before because I do like to give it a little bit of time to set down, but I have posted a full brow tutorial reel on my Instagram, so here that is if you want to see what it looks like putting on this brow wax. So yeah, great, there we go. Now we have some brow pencils to play with. I only opened 2 of the shades, but they did send me the entire range. There's 8 different shades, which is I think a really good inclusive brow range, and if it ends up being great, I can go ahead and give my mom the blonde shade, so that's great for us. I opened the 2 darkest shades. We have the darkest shade, which is shade 8 soft black, and then the second to darkest shade is shade 7 black brown. And I do want to swatch the, oh, I didn't know that they came with green spoolies. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, I don't need it right now, but that's good to know. I've already lost my train of thought. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, so I do want to swatch them before I decide which one to go in with, and I did already go ahead and see that it's one of these triangle shaped brow pencils, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I historically do not like these, but I'm gonna go into this objectively. I also used to do my brows really differently last time I used one of these. I used one from Maybelline a couple years ago and did not like it, but right now we're just going in for swatches. I'm trying to find the right color. So that's shade black brown. Okay, that might be good. It looked kind of warm in the packaging, like they had like a sticker on the bottom that made it look like it was kind of warm toned, but it looks pretty neutral here, and this is the shade soft black. Okay, yeah, those, honestly, either of those could work for me, but I think I'm gonna stick with black brown for now because it's a little closer to my actual hair color, but even the soft black looks really nice. Like you can tell there's still a little bit of brown in there, but let's go in with black brown. Okay, I'm gonna twist it up so that a little bit of the triangle is exposed here. I'm trying to show you the triangle shape, and let me see if I can't create some hair-like strokes. Okay, a little bit did crumble off there. Maybe I have it twisted up too high. Let me twist it down a little bit. Interesting. It is filling them in nicely, like it's gliding over the wax nicely, which is great because sometimes waxy pencils plus brow wax can kind of like clash with each other and it doesn't want to stick to the wax. So I'm happy this is at least sticking to the brow wax. And it is filling in my little bald patches on my brows nicely too. Here's a little side by side of my brows filled in with the pencil versus with just the wax here. I for sure see a difference, and I think that's a really good color match for me. Black brown shade number 7 is definitely my exact hair color, so that's a big win. Just not sure that I'm able to get brow like strokes with this, which is fine for my current brow routine because I feel like the wax is really good at making my existing hair stick up, but I do know a lot of people like to go in with brow like strokes, and I'm just not sure you can get that with this. But let me try on this side. I'm gonna hold it in a different way. I'm gonna hold the triangle sideways so that the point of the triangle is more direct here. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna go in front of my brows so that there's no wax underneath it and see if I can't get a hair like stroke. No. Okay, I don't think you can get hair-like strokes with this one, you guys. Again, not a deal breaker for everybody, not a deal breaker for me, but just letting you know it doesn't, yeah, because the tip's already been dulled down. It's kind of the thing with these triangle brow pencils that tends to confuse me, is that you get a pointy tip like when it's brand new, but it only takes a few strokes before the point goes away. But now I'm just gonna continue to use it to fill in my brows the normal way I would. I tend to like to go in with the brow pen, like I've been loving my Milani Weekend brow pen for when I want to do actual hair-like strokes, because that's literally, it's a pen. You can go in and draw very, very fine brow hairs. But there are also many days where I don't feel like doing that, and I do just feel like going in with the brow wax and then adding a little bit of a creamier product. Creamier, still not so creamy that it's slippy, but sometimes I just like to go in with the creamier product and fill them in quick, and I could definitely see this being a good brow product to fill them in quickly. Alrighty, I think that's pretty much it for the brows. What do you think? I like the way my brows turned out today. I think they look really great. Now let's move on to the About Face Longwear Gel Liners, which I will be definitely putting that Longwear claim to the test today. It comes in how many different shades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 shades. Beautiful variety here. I can already tell you the shades I'm most excited for are this one, and this one, and this one are like my colors. Look at these guys right here, all these blues and greens. And we're definitely gonna use the white today too, but if you're not a vibrant colors person like myself, they have given you so many neutral options. I know, okay, maybe you could still say that the yellow is bright, but look at all these nice neutral options for you. You got a black, a brown, a deep navy blue, a deep purple, an orange, like a nice burnt rusty orange, a nice mustardy shade. So a lot of really beautiful shades in this range. And then of course you got your vibrants too. Oh, and I forgot one over there. There must be 13 shades. There's a beautiful green as well. So these, I'm gonna be sticking with my brights today. Where should I start? Should I put a primer on? I don't think I'm gonna put an eye primer on because I really want to test the long wearability of these with no primer. So let's just get into it, shall we? I was gonna swatch them, but I'm like, you know what? There's swatches available. Here's the swatches if you want to see them. I don't find that swatches tell you a whole lot when it comes to the actual performance of the product, but I will say compared to the Oden's eyeliners that I was reviewing a couple weeks ago, the difference with these is that the liner inside does actually match the color of the packaging. I know it seems like a given, but a lot of makeup brands, I don't know what they're thinking. A lot of makeup brands make the packaging like a different color than the liner inside. So thank you About Face for making the shades inside the packaging match the outside of the packaging. It's very helpful. Oh, I also just noticed that these have a built-in sharpener on the end, which is fantastic. So huge fan of that. And now I want to start by going in with this gorgeous chartreuse shade, which is called Electric Slide. And I think my idea for today's eye look is I kind of want to do a bit of an ombre graphic liner. Yes, we're going in with graphic liner, of course. How could I not? You know, if there's eyeliners to test, we're gonna do something graphic with it. But let's start close to the lash line, close to the inner corner too. Oops. Okay. Oh, I think that tip was already broken off. Okay, the tip did break off. That's fine. I just want to add that I don't think the tip broke off because it's fragile. I think it's because I was doing this right before I filmed this clip. Oh, it twists up too? Wait, so there's a sharpener and it's also a twist up? I guess if you wanted it to be like pointier, that makes sense. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna use this as is for now. And like I was saying before, the reason I want to go for like an ombre business today is because I want to see how they blend together. Okay, so here's just a little bit of Electric Slide. I'm gonna bring it into about the center of my lid and then I'll layer over it with the next shade. Okay, so the next shade I want to go into is going to be this gorgeous green shade, which is called Reptilian. great names. Halsey's really good at naming things. Okay, here's the shade Reptilian. This one still has its little point here, and let's see how those blend together. I have to say, these are super, super creamy. Sometimes more long-wearing or waterproof. I'm not sure if these are waterproof, but sometimes with more long-wearing eye pencils, they can feel so stiff and they just don't glide on the lids the way you want them to. They feel like they're only made for the waterline, but these are gliding on the lids beautifully. And they are blending nicely together. I might need to go in with a little bit of my own brush to like really make them blend together because it's kind of just layering over the chartreuse shade, but that's okay. I'm sure I can do that. Okay, taking a clean pencil brush and let me see if I can't make these blend together more. Wow. Okay. Yep. Effortless. Just take a pencil brush and these liners will blend easily. See how it created that new color in the middle? So it really does just look like a nice, effortless, clean ombre effect. All right, now the next shade I want to go into is Call Me Crazy, this gorgeous turquoise or deep teal, whatever you want to call it. And with this shade, I'm going to start winging it out to begin with. And wow. Dang, that was really easy to do. Usually with gel liners or any sort of pencil liner, when I go to do a wing, I just kind of expect that I'm gonna have to do a messy wing and then go in and clean it up afterwards, but this is giving me nice sharp pointed lines. I guess that's probably why they include a sharpener, even though it's a twist up, because when you do have the point like this, you can get really nice pointy lines. Okay, let me drag this out some more. And these two colors blended together pretty nicely. I think they were a little more close in colors, so when I layered it, it kind of just made it look like an ombre anyways, unlike the first two colors that I had to use the pencil brush for, so I don't feel the need to use a pencil brush with this one. Should I start bringing it in a little bit with this color before I use the next color? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna start taking my graphic shape in. Actually, you know what? Let me use my little pencil sharpener for this, because if I want to take it in and make it graphic, I definitely want those lines to be sharp. Never used one of these before. Okay, what am I doing here? And then you just put his little hat over. Oh, and it's shaving it. Oh, it's just like a pencil sharpener. You know what? I'd definitely say that made it sharper. That's a handy little trick. Wow, I like that pencil sharpener. And just take it in towards my crease. Ooh, that's pretty. I like these colors so much. I do, however, feel like I didn't use enough of Reptilian. Like, I feel like poor Reptilian's getting a little lost here. So I am just gonna layer over with a little bit more because we got a lot of teal going on and not a ton of green. This is a good chance to show how they layer over each other though, and they are layering really nicely. So I was gonna go into a blue next, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, should it like line back up with the original ombre colors? Like, should I go back in with this green pencil and then go back in with the chartreuse again and then use that gorgeous cobalt blue on the lower lash line as more of a pop? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think that's the move, so that's what I'm gonna do. So we're going back in with Reptilian again, and we're gonna continue with my graphic shape. Okay, now I'm just gonna dip back into that teal shade again. What was that called? Call Me Crazy. And I'm just gonna clean up a little on the side here, because I can tell I started up a little too high, so let me just thicken this line a bit. But okay, so now we're ready for our gorgeous chartreuse shade again, and I'm gonna try to sharpen her because I really liked how the sharpener worked, and yeah, let's just give it a go. What was this called again? Electric Slide. I can't remember any of the actual words to the electric slide. You can feel it, it's electric, boogie woogie woogie woogie. Those are the words I know. Dang, I hope I don't get copyright claimed for that fantastic rendition of the electric slide. Okay, so now going in with my freshly sharpened electric slide. Can feel it, it's electric, boogie woogie woogie. I think, yeah, I'm gonna, I kind of want to connect these. Let's connect it. And then draw it down past the tear duct a little bit. Yeah, sure, why not? I didn't even need to use the pencil brush that time to make it an ombre. I think it's just all about getting the pressure right. Like, if you go in with very light pressure over the spot where you're layering, they do just kind of blend right together. I want to add a little more on the lower lash line just to make it pop a little more. Dang, okay, that turned out really pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, before I move on to my cobalt blue on the lower lash line, I do want to take a little bit of high altitude and see if I can use it as a brow bone highlight. I don't know why, I kind of just had like an impulse to do this just to like see if I can use it as eyeshadow at all. I really like when eyeliners can double as eye bases. Like, I use my NYX Jumbo eye pencil and the white shade Milk all the time as an eye base. So let's see if this can perform like an eyeshadow as well. Okay, heck yeah, dude. That blended out effortlessly with my finger, and look at what a nice brightness it gave us. Okay, let's use it as a little bit of an inner corner as well. Dang it, I broke the tip, got too excited. Yeah, I just want to pop a little bit on the inner corner. It's a bit of a matte inner corner highlight. I always forget how much I love just like a bright matte inner corner highlight. I think it just brightens your whole eyes, makes me look more awake, more well rested. We love it. Okay, now we're ready for the shade I'm most excited for. This is the shade Sad Girl with no eye. Sad Girl. And yeah, love it. And I kind of just want to smudge this on the lower lash line. I'm not going to go on the waterline with it because I think a pop of white could look pretty on the waterline, or maybe a pop of something else. I don't know, maybe a pop of white, but regardless, I want to see how this glides on just like the lower lash line. Can I use this the same way I use eyeshadow on the lower lash line? Heck yeah, I can. This seems like a given, but you would be surprised at how many gel liners I have that I try to do this with and just drag on the skin. They feel so rough, and this area on your under eye is so sensitive because the skin down there is so thin, so you really want to be using eye pencils that are gentle and aren't tugging on the skin, and these are super gentle and super creamy. Okay, now I'm gonna sharpen this one a little bit because I want to extend it slightly in my inner corner. This sharpener is blowing my mind. The only thing I'm confused about is how to empty it, because it does seem like the product gets a little trapped in there. So if you guys know what to do with this, please let me know, because I'm just leaving it to later me to worry about for now and sticking it back in the pencil. I don't know, maybe I can like poke it out with a needle or something. I'm not sure. Okay, now because I'm enjoying doing the most with this eye look, I do want to see if I can take my pencil brush, let me make sure that's clean, take my pencil brush and see if I can't smudge this out a little bit. Like I said, I'm trying to see if I can use this the same way I can use an eyeshadow. Okay, I can make it a little smudgy, but I will say, like, it's pretty much set down at this point, which is probably good for the long wearability of it. So not getting a ton of smudgy action, but I am getting a little bit of smudgy action, and I'm still happy with that. Okay, now let's do the ultimate test, which is testing out the waterline. I've mentioned on my channel before that I feel like I have the wateriest eyes in the world, so oftentimes pencil liners just reject my waterline. I tend to only really be able to use waterproof gel liners in my waterline, and I don't know if these are supposed to be waterproof. Does it say it anywhere? Yeah, it just says longwear. I don't know, maybe that implies waterproof, but let me go in with this white shade, High Altitude. Okay, we're sticking. Now I'm not gonna lie, does this stick like as easy and fully opaque immediately as my NYX Jumbo eye pencil? As my NYX Jumbo eye pencil, it's also way bigger, so it could just be the fact that this is a smaller tip, and I know some people prefer a smaller tip. The NYX Jumbo eye pencil, let me just show it to you. The NYX Jumbo eye pencil is massive, like way bigger tips. That's probably why it deposits the color a lot quicker, but then it also does get kind of messy and get in your eyelashes, whereas this did not get in my eyelashes at all, and it stuck to my waterline immediately. I didn't need to go in with a second layer to get it to stick, which is a huge win in my book. Let me just take a little bit and see if I can fill in that empty space here. Ooh, and it kind of blended a little bit with the blue there and is creating like a nice light blue inner corner. Twas not my intention, but I do like how it turned out. And if you ever get another color on your eyeliner pencil, just go ahead and swipe it on your hand a little bit. You get that color right off and it's good as new. Okay, so let me go ahead and do these steps on the other eye real quick, and then I'll come back and show you the eye look. I decided to add a little bit of the Fractal Eye Paint Tin Pan Alley for a little bit of sparkle. Alright, here you have it. I went ahead and finished off the rest of my face. I'm still testing out the Jones Road foundation for those of you who've been following my Jones Road Beauty Foundation Chronicles. I still love it. I feel like it works so nicely. I love how my powder's going over it. It's just so easy. It's like slapping on some little tinted moisturizer, giving you a nice glow. You don't need any primer or anything. I just really love it. And this lip is super cute too. This is the ColourPop Lip Stain. Sorry, the Fresh Kiss Lip Stain in the shade First Bite. It's from their Sure Thing collection. I got it NPR, no obligation to talk about it. I just really like this shade and I think it's super cute. But yeah, you guys, this is it. Oh, let me take off my headband so I can do my little money piece reveal again. And you guys, this is the end of the video. This is the end of my new about-faced eye forking collection. I'm not gonna repeat everything I said again, but you know, with the brow pencils, I like this brow pencil, but just for the record, it doesn't seem like you can get super hair-like strokes. Granted, I tried it over a wax, although I did test it also on a spot with no wax, but I'll definitely keep playing with this. Next time I use it, I'll try going in before I add wax or soap brows or anything and see if I can get hair-like strokes that way. But color-wise, black, brown, absolutely beautiful. And these pencils, I am such a huge fan. I have not loved a pencil liner like this in a long time. I mean, you saw they went on super creamy, super effortless. The only thing I need to figure out is how to use these sharpeners, or sorry, how to clean out the sharpeners. So if any of you are familiar with this type of sharpener, do they come apart? Like, am I supposed to poke it with something? I was trying to like poke at it with a dotting tool and I was not able to clear it out that way. I tried it with a paper towel too. So if any of you have advice on how to clean these, please let me know, because the sharpener worked great. I just don't know how to clean it. And the colors are so vibrant. They go so nicely together. I'll be sure to update you with how these wore throughout the day. I usually put my updates in the pinned comment, so definitely check it out down there if you want to see how this stuff wore. But yeah, that's all from me today. I love the way this look turned out. I feel super cute. Thanks so much to About Face Beauty for sending me this new collection. This was a really fun one. Perfect time for summertime too. I feel like everyone's coming out with these long wearing eye pencils right now, which just feels like so appropriate for summer. I definitely want to test them out as like bases too. Like, you know how I did that white shade on my brow bone and the highlight and everything? I want to test them out with putting it like all over the lids to see if I can go for like a graphic shadow look with them. I got a lot of plans for these eye pencils and for using other shades too. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss anything. Follow me on Instagram at GlamGeoNYC and on TikTok at GlamGeoNYC. I've been posting more over there. And I thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, do me a favor, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos twice a week and I live stream on some platform at least once a week, whether it's Instagram or YouTube. But check out my description box for all of the products I used today. Also, my description box, I'll have a bunch of Black Lives Matter resources, resources to support the Asian American community, resources to support the LGBTQ+ community, and resources to support Ukraine. So please click on those links if you haven't yet. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!